Welcome back to Man of Thoughts, the channel that dives deep into the human psyche. Here we unravel the intricate tapestry of emotions, behaviors, and the subtle nuances that make us uniquely human. Our mission? To offer you insights that help navigate the sometimes turbulent, but always fascinating landscape of human interaction. So whether you're a seasoned scholar of the soul or a curious wanderer in the realm of relationships, you're in the right place. Now let's talk about something we've all experienced yet find perplexing, the mysterious world of crushes. It's a universal phenomenon, yet it's riddled with signs that are often as clear as a foggy morning. We've all been there, right? Trying to decipher if the person we fancy feels the same way, or if we're just reading too much into their hello. So, if you've ever wondered if someone's got a secret crush on you, stick around as we delve into the top 5 signs. Sign number 1. Increased attention. You know, it's often the little things that reveal the most. When someone has a crush on you, they might start to pay you more attention. It's not just about being present, it's about being truly engaged. They'll make more eye contact as if they're trying to memorize your features. They'll notice the small changes, like a new haircut or a different style of clothing. It's almost as if they're trying to understand your world, to get a glimpse into your life. They'll start to pick up on your habits, your likes and dislikes, even your quirks. It's like they're drawn to you, their attention pulled in by the gravitational force of their feelings. And sometimes it's not just about what they notice, but also about how they react. A smile here, a surprised look there. These can all be signs of increased attention. So, if you notice someone paying you more attention than usual, it might be a sign they're harboring a crush. Moving on to the second sign, body language. It's a fascinating subject and an incredibly useful one when it comes to deciphering the mystery of attraction. You see, our bodies have a language all their own, speaking volumes where words may fall short. Our subconscious feelings, our deepest desires, often find their way into our physical gestures and postures. For instance, mirroring actions. You may find that someone who is attracted to you will unconsciously mimic your movements, a subtle sign of empathy and connection. Or perhaps they tend to orient their body towards you, even in a crowded room. This is an instinctive way of showing interest, a silent signal that you are the focus of their attention. But remember, body language is complex and can be misinterpreted. So while these signs can be a good indication, they are not foolproof. Remember, our bodies often reveal what our words try to conceal. Third sign on the list is nervousness. Now this is a tricky one. It's like walking a tightrope because we all get nervous from time to time. But what sets the nervousness of a crush apart is its root cause, the fear of making a bad impression. When someone is crushing on you, they might act more nervous around you than usual. They're so concerned about saying the right thing, not messing up, and making a good impression that it can actually lead to them doing just the opposite. You might notice them fidgeting, struggling to maintain eye contact, or even stuttering a bit. These signs of nervousness are often involuntary and hard to control. They're a clear indication that someone is feeling the pressure to impress. So if they seem to be a bundle of nerves around you, it could be because they're crushing on you. Sign number 4, they initiate contact. Now this is a rather interesting one. When someone has a crush on you, they often feel an overwhelming urge to connect with you. This might manifest as them starting conversations, perhaps striking up a chat about that new movie or the latest sports game. They might even venture into topics they know you're passionate about, even if they're not their cup of tea. It's not just verbal communication we're talking about here. You might notice them reaching out physically more often, a playful nudge, a pat on the back, or even a comforting touch when you're down. It's their way of building a connection, of creating a bond that goes beyond mere friendship. Of course, it's essential to note that everyone has different comfort levels when it comes to physical contact. But if you notice these patterns consistently, especially if they're paired with other signs we've discussed, you may be onto something. Keep an eye out for who's reaching out first. It could be a telltale sign. Finally, the 5th sign, they remember small details. Now this might seem trivial, but it's quite the contrary. It's the little things that often tell the biggest stories. If someone has a crush on you, they're likely to remember the small, seemingly insignificant details about you. Why, you ask? Well, it's because they're paying a lot of attention to you. They're interested in you, in your likes and dislikes, your habits, your preferences. Think about it. Do they remember how you take your coffee, even though you mentioned it offhandedly in a conversation weeks ago? Do they recall that obscure band you said you liked, even if it was a fleeting comment? These are not just signs of a good memory. They're signs of someone who's been paying close attention, someone who's been listening and not just hearing. So if they remember that you like your coffee black with 2 sugars, they might just have a crush on you. To wrap up, let's summarize the 5 signs someone has a crush on you. We kicked off with increased attention. If someone is paying more heed to your words and actions than usual, they may well be smitten. Next, we delved into body language. Unconscious gestures like mirroring your movements or maintaining prolonged eye contact can hint at hidden feelings. We then explored the sign of nervousness. Excessive fidgeting or stuttering often indicates a crush. Fourthly, we talked about the initiation of contact. If someone's reaching out to you more often, they could be trying to forge a deeper connection. Lastly, we discussed how those with a crush often remember small details about you. This shows they're genuinely interested in knowing you better. So there you have it, 5 signs that might mean someone has a crush on you. Remember, every person is different, so these signs can vary. Thanks for tuning in to Man of Thoughts. And until next time, keep thinking deeply about the world around you.